All right, Fight Camp. I want to say this. There's an old saying, and it goes like this. You're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. Okay? You're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. I thought that I had pretty much closed the book when I actually showed or put down the video, posted the video, why Manny Pacquiao, or Manny Pacquiao, Manny the real throwback. But there seems to be still some denial. So this one particular individual, I wrote him down in a book. I just had to take my notes to make sure that I got every point across. This individual obviously is a Mayweather groupie, and he again is in denial. Now let me say this. If I say Manny Pacquiao is the best fighter out of him and Floyd Mayweather, then of course that's my opinion. And if you say Floyd is the best fighter, then that is your opinion. But my opinion, I believe, is better because I use facts. And as I said, you are entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. So I'm going to break it down and destroy the argument of this Floyd Mayweather groupie and other people who think like him bit by bit. First of all, he says Manny got knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez, and Floyd did it, so that proves something. What it proves is that Floyd can beat someone who is naturally bigger or naturally smaller. That's what it proves, that Floyd actually can beat someone who's a naturally smaller man. Yes, Juan Manuel Marquez did knock out Manny Pacquiao, but these are some of the things you conveniently want to look over, and that's this. Marquez knocked out Pacquiao because Pacquiao got careless. If you look at what Marquez looked like when before Pacquiao got knocked out, you will see that even though Juan Manuel Marquez knocked out Pacquiao, Pacquiao was actually beating Marquez worse than Floyd beat him. Again, Pacquiao was beating Juan Manuel Marquez the fourth time worse than Floyd beat him before he got knocked out. But yes, he got knocked out. I'll give that to you. What did Floyd prove? He proved he can beat someone, not knock him out, but beat someone who's smaller than he is. Okay, you got that. Let's look at the second claim. He claims that it does not matter what fighter is more impressive in beating the common opponent. Now, only a moron. I have 2,000 subscribers almost, and you know I've never said any of you are morons. This guy is out of his mind. Who in their right mind would say that if two fighters have a common four opponents, the one who beats the four more impressively should not be given credit for that? That's absolutely ridiculous. Of course, the one who is most impressive in his victories gets credit for that. Only someone looking for denial and reaching to the point of being brain damaged would say that it doesn't matter if one fighter is more dominant in beating the common opponent. Of course. Next, this constant banter about Floyd fighting people at their natural weights. All right? Again, doesn't make sense. Listen up. Listen good, people. I'm only going to say this one time. Floyd Mayweather started in boxing 6 divisions higher than Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather Jr. started 6 divisions higher than Manny Pacquiao at 130 pounds. Manny came in at 98 pounds. Manny came up 56 pounds, almost 56 pounds, almost 50 pounds rather. Almost 50 pounds. Floyd came up what? 17 pounds? Are you kidding me? Floyd should never ever have fought anyone at a catch weight, including Canelo Alvarez. Alright? Manny Pacquiao had every reason if he chose to fight people at a catch weight. Why? Because he's a naturally smaller guy. Floyd Mayweather started at 130 pounds. He moved up 16 pounds Are you kidding me? And yet he still won't fight Canelo Alvarez and give up 7 pounds. He still demands that Canelo Alvarez comes down to 150. What's wrong with a fighter fighting a man who weighs 8 pounds more than him? Sugar Ray Robinson fought at 157 pounds and went after Joey Maxim, who was weighing 175 pounds for the light heavyweight title. Robinson gave up 20 pounds. Floyd Mayweather should never, ever have fought at a catchweight, and Manny Pacquiao had every reason to fight fighters at a catchweight. Next, I hear all these people talking about Floyd not fighting people at catchweights and Manny fighting people at catchweights. Again, as I said, Floyd started 6 divisions higher than Manny Pacquiao. 6 divisions higher. Yet he demanded that Canelo Alvarez fight at a catchweight. 6 divisions higher. He gained 16 pounds in his entire career. 16 pounds. All right? Came up 16 pounds. Manny had to come up 50 pounds almost. And yet you complain about him fighting people at a catchweight. Manny Pacquiao had every right to ask welterweights to fight at junior lightweight. At junior lightweight, but he didn't. He asked him to lose 3 or 4 pounds. Hey, that's it. That's all. Yet Floyd demanded that Canelo Alvarez fight him at a catchweight because he didn't want to give up 7 pounds, and that's your greatest fighter of all time? Most of you forgot also that he asked Canelo Alvarez to lose weight. You didn't say anything about that, did you? No, but he fought Canelo Alvarez at a catchweight. Again, these are facts. Next, let's look at the idea that somehow Manny Pacquiao had an advantage because Floyd Mayweather beat some fighters first before he beat them. Okay? Again, this doesn't hold logic. Here's the facts, people. When a fighter loses by decision, he is released the same night. When he loses by a decision, he's released the same exact night from the hospital. All right? When he's knocked out, they keep him overnight. Floyd Mayweather does not ruin fighters. He didn't do Manny Pacquiao any favor because Floyd does not ruin fighters. Had these fighters that Pacquiao fought been knocked out or severely damaged, then you can say, okay, Manny fought a fighter that was ruined. Not true. And again, who says that? The doctors. When Floyd beats fighters by decision, they go to the hospital to get certain tests and they party the same night. Okay? The only time they stay overnight is when they are knocked out. Funny though, that Manny Pacquiao almost killed Miguel Cotto. And what did you say about Floyd fighting Miguel Cotto? Nothing. Mum was the word, quiet as a church mouse, quiet as a cemetery. You said nothing. And here's the fact of the matter, people. Manny Pacquiao almost ruined Miguel Cotto. And what happened when Floyd fought Miguel Cotto? Floyd walked up to Miguel Cotto and said on national TV, "You are my toughest opponent." Why was Miguel Cotto his toughest opponent and he was almost killed by Manny Pacquiao? He ran so much in the last rounds that the Puerto Rican people, Cotto's own people, turned against him and said he was a coward. There you go. But did you say anything about that? No, you didn't. The fact of the matter is, it is my opinion that Pacquiao's the better fighter. It's your opinion Floyd is the better fighter. But here's the facts. I back up what I say with facts. Floyd did not have to fight anybody at catchweight, so he deserves no credit for doing so. He came up 16 pounds. Manny Pacquiao came up 50 pounds. He should have fought people at catchweights, no problem. Next, Floyd did fight at a catchweight. He fought Canelo Alvarez at a catchweight because he wasn't man enough to give up 7 pounds, and you said nothing about that. Next, Floyd does not destroy fighters, so there was no need for you to say that, okay, Manny Pacquiao was done a favor. However, Floyd had a hard fight against Miguel Cotto, and Manny Pacquiao beat him really well. And still, you gave him credit for fighting Miguel Cotto when Miguel Cotto gave him his hardest fight, said Floyd. Okay? And lastly, it is ridiculous, I would say almost retarded, to say that a man who fights 4 common opponents and beats them worse should not be given credit for having beaten them worse. I back up what I say with facts. You back up what you say with emotion. Fight Camp, Sayf, Carman. Train hard, train smart. See you next video.